Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Just give me a minute to make sure everything is working and to get the link out there, and we'll get started. I'm wearing headphones today. Still working on beating this shitty ass depression, so I will be listening to music. I will be listening to music while this goes on. So just give me a couple seconds and I'll be ready to get started. All right, so it looks like we're live. So welcome to the show. My name is Stephanie Bree. This is Bree's Toy Talk. I try to do this once a week where I just talk about toys and stuff, give you news and rumors and all that fun stuff. Today I got a few good topics. A forgotten toy line that you probably never even knew about due to some shady trademark shenanigans we'll discuss. So what have I gotten recently or been playing with? I got a couple of new Lego sets. Hold on. Oh, damn it. So I have been exploring those. Actually, I think I don't know if it's down here. Here, is it down here? Yeah, here it is. Here's the new Lego set I got. It's a Lego City holiday camper van. Looks really good. I had a similar set when I was a kid. So, god damn it. Anyways, I've also been really digging into the vintage TMNT line, trying to flesh that out. And as always, what am I looking for next? Well, I'm still expanding my Masters of the Universe collection. I'm eyeballing possibly trying to get one of the reissue Castle Grayskulls. I'll have to use my eBay credit to do that, which means I'll have to make payments on it, but it's the only way I can get it. And I'm also looking for Transformers outside the retro lines, the G1 through Robots in Disguise, which is where I primarily focus my attention. Partially because some of those retro G1 toys, like especially some of the mini bots, like Wheelie or Beachcomber, etc., they've got better modern iterations that I'd like to look into as alternatives to just getting the classic retro mini bots. So let's go ahead and get into the toys and news and rumors topics. Got a few interesting ones. First up comes from Toy Arc. This says Star Wars. Hold on. Darth Sidious, Mandalorian Armor Obi-Wan, and Imperial Commando by Hot Toys. I have yet to buy a Hot Toys action figure or whatever it is they produce. It says they've got Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith Darth Sidious 1/6 scale figure, Star Wars The Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi Mandalorian Armor 1/6 scale figure, and Star Wars The Bad Bath Imperial Commando. Is that supposed to be Bad Batch? Is that a typo? That must be a typo. Or I don't follow Star Wars that much. When are these coming out? Q2, Q3, 2025. So why are they announcing them this far out? Don't do that shit. I hate it when companies do that. Because they're going to change their minds or something's going to happen. All right. This one's also from Toy Arc. Marvel Legends Movie Carnage. It's actually a really cool looking action figure. Says Marvel Legends dropped a new Venom movie verse figure. today with Carnage from Let There Be Carnage. Good movie, by the way. Go watch it. Don't listen to the haters. $40 retail. Will ship July 2024. So this one's actually coming soon. Window box packaging. Yeah. 6 accessories, including an alternate head and 3 detachable back tendrils. All right. A lot of weird shit coming out of his back, but that's how Carnage is. So that's not a bad looking figure. I don't buy a lot of Marvel Legends or, MCU stuff in the Marvel Legends line. I'm looking more for like comic book accurate stuff. But I actually do still like what they're doing with the Venom stuff because movies, because like I'm burned out on the superhero. Let's save the day, but also be a comedy, but also be a family friendly, PSA for how to not be a douchebag. I'm over it, Marvel. Get a new fucking formula. At least Sony's doing something different. You know what I mean? Yeah, Venom's he's a superhero, but he's really an anti-hero. And I love how he's walking around trying to be a good guy, and the suit's like, can I just eat them, please? Please, I'm hungry. I love that. All right, this one's also from Toy Arc. It says DC Multiverse Superman, the Atom, and Green Arrow. Silver Age Atom, Our Worlds at War Superman, and Longbow Hunter Green Arrow. It's one of the big chested, short hair with the little curly bang thingy Superman. I don't know who the Atom is, so I can't comment on his appearance. And that Green Arrow looks like the old ass Green Arrow from like fucking way back. So, there's that. That's a new figure for those who are interested. Toy Arc's got most of the news today. This one is coming from them as well. A Nightmare on Elm Street NECA furnace diorama. Is my video working? I don't see my video. Oh, I guess, never mind. I'm stupid. I had it on pause on the phone because I'm listening to music. I forgot. All right, anyways. A Nightmare on Elm Street NECA furnace diorama and accessory set reissue. I didn't even know these were made, but it looks like the accessories include 2 Elm Street signs, which is cool. The Dick Snake from Dream Warriors. Eek. And the TV also from Dream Warriors. All right, when is it coming out and how much is it going to cost me? Because I am buying this. The diorama is $40. The Freddy accessory set is $59. Holy shit. And pre-orders will be open until June 3rd. All right. Set includes Freddy Worm. Stands over 12 inches tall. Yikes. Freddy TV can be mounted on a diorama wall or displayed on desk or shelf. Elm Street signs includes both regular and, quote, nightmare versions of the street sign that stand over 10 inches tall. Figures not included. Products sold separately. Yeah. Well, I'm going to look at the pictures of the dick monster. No. I mean, if it was like, if the mouth opened and closed, and it had like some movement, it's just a statue at this point. I'm not interested in that. That's nothing I want. But it's out there if you're interested in it. I love A Nightmare on Elm Street, and Freddy's Furnace diorama. Flickering LED light to simulate the furnace flames. 7-inch scale Freddy figures. Compatible, must have for any collection. 3 button cell batteries included. Holy shit. Steven Spielberg was wrong. Batteries are included. That's a reference for you old timers. This one I actually think looks cool. This is Krampus, NECA Krampus, and Der Clown figures. I've never seen the movie, but I am a pagan, so I am familiar with the Krampus Legend. I don't know what this clown is, but scary clowns are always fun to have in your horror collection because they're monsters in real life. Fuck clowns. I hate them. Okay, thank you. But, you know, they make good horror movie Ooh, gross. Never mind. It's a giant worm with a clown body, clown head. No. Okay, I can't look at that anymore. I'm going to puke. That's a pass for me. Oh, my God. I will not be watching that movie. No. I don't need fucking nightmares, goddammit. All right, Panic Attack. Jesus. All right, this one is also from Toy Arc. Loki TV series, God Loki figure by Hot Toys. So he's sitting on a throne. He's got his crown and a bunch of green shit coming out of him. Lightning, maybe? Green lightning? I don't know. Let's see what this thing says. Hot Toys has announced a new God Loki 1/6 scale figure based on the finale of the Loki series. Well, I haven't seen the fucking series yet, so spoilers, assholes. Loki is priced between $300. Holy shit. Release in September 2025. I don't know who Hot Toys is, but if they're trying to sell $300 action figures, they can eat shit. They need to go out of business. Please, whoever's buying Hot Toys, stop doing it. God damn it. All right, Toy Arc. Toxic Crusaders. Dr. Killamoff 5-inch action figure by Trick or Treat Studios. I may have talked about this last week. I don't remember. So I apologize if I did. The figure was developed with the help of Varner Studios, who designed the original Toxic Crusaders 1990s toy line. Includes a removable backpack and disguise, as well as a few new weapons. It'll be $20. That's what you price an action figure at. Well, they should be $8, but I'm not gonna go down that road again. I beat that dead horse. There's nothing left of it. Not a bad looking figure. I'm not familiar with. I'm familiar with the property. You know, Toxic Crusader. You know, etc. But I'm not familiar with the cartoon or the toys. All right, this one comes from Toy World. I don't usually use them as a source, but I do check them once in a while. And this one says, Bandai UK announces comeback of Tamagotchi Connection. Originally introduced in 2004, Tamagotchi Connection became a cultural phenomenon, blah, blah, blah. The next chapter in the legacy, blending treasure elements from the past with both classic and modern shells for today's audience. Virtual pet. I don't know, whatever. It's a Tamagotchi. If you're into it, there's a new one coming out or an old one coming back, I guess. All right, this one is also from Toy World. It has a list of new Toys R Us shop-in-shops locations. 17 locations set to open throughout the summer, which will bring the total number of Toys R Us pop-up shops to 39. These new 17 locations are in Hereford, Fosse Park, Beamington Spa, Guildford, Sutton, Shrewsbury, Salisbury, Nottingham, Victoria, Maidstone, I don't know any of these. Hastings, is that? It doesn't tell me anything. Is that Hastings, Nebraska? It's not Hastings, the store. This is a shitty article. I don't know what this asshole's trying to prove. Go to hell, dumbass. Do a better job. All right, I'm not even reading this other one because this dude doesn't know how to report. So fuck you. I'm not using them as a source anymore. This is from Action Figure Insider. DC Comics announces 8 new DC superpowers, comic book variant covers. You've got Batman with his shirt off and a sword in his hand. You've got, I don't know what the fuck his name is. Nightwing, it says. Okay, Nightwing. I don't know who the hell that is. You got Superman in a gold costume. That looks cool. You've got Poison Ivy. That's a good look. Okay, I might actually pick up that Poison Ivy. Yeah, that's a good looking figure. Power Girl. I don't know who that is. She looks like a generic superhero knockoff. She looks like a dollar store superhero. Let's be real. I don't know who Power Girl is, but no disrespect, I guess. She just threw on a bathing suit and a fucking wrapped a towel around her neck and called it a cape. All right, who's this? Kid Flash. Not interested. Green Lantern. Power Action Ring Sling. Ooh, okay. Another Green Lantern. He's got removable head. Wonder Girl. Wonder Girl. Never heard of her. Is that Wonder Woman? I don't know what they're doing. Anyways, those are your new superpowers. I don't see a release date or pre-order information. Oh no, it says on sale 8/21/24. That's, what is that? August? Okay. This one is also from Action Figure Insider. New Hot Wheels cross Transformers toy line. Mattel and Hasbro are joining forces to announce a brand new Hot Wheels Transformers line. Now, when they first announced this, I was like, fuck off. I don't need Hot Wheels dressed up like Transformers. But I now know they're Hot Wheels scale toys that actually transform. Well, at least the Optimus Prime is. The Bumblebee is just a regular VW Beetle with the sticker. But the Optimus Prime does, it is a die-cast Hot Wheel that actually can transform. Yes, I'm 1000% gonna fucking buy that. I can't have too many Optimus Primes. Maybe I can, but maybe not. We'll see. All right, this one's from Action Figure Insider as well. For you doll aficionados, do I still have doll collectors watching my channel? I haven't been doing doll videos. I apologize for that. This one is 3 American Girl classics are back. Kirsten, Addie, and Josephina return with original tribute collections. So if you're into American Girl doll, there's those 3. I'm not, but I don't know. I used to have doll collectors watching this channel. I used to talk about Barbie and Monster High. Still would if I actually could get new figures, but they want $40 for Monster High dolls. I'm not spending that kind of money on a doll. I don't spend that kind of money on anything except for like necessities. Okay, from Cybertron.com, they have this listed as a rumor, and it is Transformers Earthspark allegedly to be canceled, replaced by new Transformers animated show. There is currently a rumor based on insider information. Yeah, we'll see. That a new animated show is currently in development. The rumor would entail that Earthspike be cut short. It ends with season 2. It's had negative media coverage from conservative media outlets, of fucking course. All right, so the new, or I haven't seen the cartoon. I don't watch cartoons, but if you do, and you're a Transformers fan like I am, it sounds like the cons are stirring up shit, so they can choke on their own dicks, I guess. I don't know how that works. I hate cons. All right. Also from Cybertron.com, Mattel is... Oh, I just did this one. This is that transforming Optimus Prime. It just looks so fucking cool. I wish I could... Maybe I could share my... I'm going to try to see if I can share my... No, I can't because... Well, maybe I can. Let's see if I can share my screen. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Share screen. Select a tab to share. All right, let's see if this works. If this works, here's the figure. God, that looks so pretty. I want that. So shiny and glittery. I want it. Somebody buy me that for my birthday, please. So itty bitty compared to the original. I have 2 originals, actually. I have a G1 reissue and a G2. And it looks like the real toy. Look at that. That's fucking cool. To me, that's better to me than the littlest Transformer. All right, that's enough shit. Thank you. I didn't know I could do that. All right, now that I know I can do that, this show's going to get a whole lot more interesting going forward. All right, this one's also from Cybertron.com. Hasbro confirms upcoming legacy figures with package art during live stream. So here's the figures. Core Class Energon Galvatron. Core Class Unnamed Purple and Gray Repaint of Boulder Crash. Deluxe Class Quake. Deluxe Class Slipstream. Deluxe Class G1 Optimus Prime. Okay, now I'm going to say there's too many fucking Optimus Primes. Voyager Class Metal Hawk. Voyager Class Animated Motor Master. Ooh. Optimus Prime Retool. Okay, I could get into that. Leader Class Soundwave. Leader Class Armada Galvatron. Anyways, and then one more Transformer bit of toy news. It's also from Cybertron.com. Transformers 1 toy line includes transforming Quintesson and the return of bot shots and RID deployers. Transformers 1 Race Changers 2-pack and the Transformers 1 Race and Blast 2-pack. Throwback to the deployer gimmick from Robots in Disguise 2015. Okay. Yeah. Not bad looking vehicles, but you know, I hate one change figures. You know, you just like tap it and it transforms itself. I don't like those. I don't like those at all. Part of the appeal is the puzzle. All right, that's enough of that. These are ew. These are little mini deformer, like fucking Funko Pop looking Transformer thingies or something. I don't know how to describe. No, those are ugly, gross. I'm not into that. Fuck that. Another fucking Optimus Prime. Jesus goddamn Christ. How many fucking Optimus Primes do we need? Jesus Christ. And another Megatron. Same thing. All right, that's enough. Goddamn. Come up with some new shit for Christ's sake. Hasbro, goddamn it. No wonder you're all going out of business. I don't need to buy 37 Optimus Primes. Like 13, yeah, sure. Not 37. God damn it. All right, so that's all I got for news and rumors. All right, let's pull up my production sheet and see what we got for topics. So for my forgotten toy line today is the Ghostbusters toy line. And you're like, that's not a forgotten toy line. No, I don't mean the real Ghostbusters toy line that, yes, I know you probably have collected or played with or seen. I'm talking about the Funimation Ghostbusters toy line. And now you're scratching your head. If you don't know the story, I'll give you a brief rundown. Some sitcom back in the, 70s or 60s or somewhere in yesteryear was called Ghostbusters. It was two doofuses and a guy in a monkey suit or ape suit or gorilla suit or whatever it is. I don't know, some kind of primate. And they were called the Ghostbusters. And Dan Aykroyd, who is we'll just say a spiritualist nut job, wanted to make a horror comedy about Ghostbusters. But he didn't have the legal rights to do so. So he went to Columbia at the time, Sony today, and said, hey, Papa Columbia, can I have some money, please? I want to make a movie. And Columbia said, how much do you need? And he said, I need $200 million. And they said, eat shit. And he went to Ivan Reitman and, God damn it, I forgot his name. The guy who plays Egon, I forgot his name. I apologize. Anyways, he went to Egon and said, hey, what do I do? And they said, all right, let's take this and turn it into something we can do, and let's go back and try again. And they went back and said, hey, Papa Columbia, I want a reasonable amount of money. And they said, okay, you got it. So they went and shot the movie, and they made the movie, and they wrote the movie and produced it. And then they were getting ready to put it out, and they said, we just got a cease and desist letter that says we don't own the rights to Ghostbusters. We're fucked. And so Columbia said, we need to get the rights to Ghostbusters. So they went to the guy, I believe Universal, who owned the rights and said, can we have the rights to Ghostbusters, please? And they said, yeah, sure. Why not? Whatever. And in some kind of backdoor deal we don't truly know the details of, They basically said, you can use our trademark. Yeah, sure. Now, here's what you don't know about trademarks, or maybe you do. The reason a trademark, I'll get to the toy line in a second. The reason trademarks exist is so there's no confusion in the marketplace. When you go to, let's say, Walmart, you should know the difference between Kleenex and, Procter and Gamble brand tissues, or maybe they're the ones that make Kleenex. I don't know. I'm just using that as an example. But we don't, because we're stupid, and Kleenex is the one that put all the commercials on the TV in front of us. So according to trademark law, basically it's so that, people don't confuse your shit with somebody else's shit, so you can protect your IP. Well, here's what happened. The people who own the rights to Ghostbusters said, hey, this movie's going to make a buttload of money. Why don't we do something too? So they rushed a cartoon into production by Funimation called Ghostbusters, based on the sitcom, two guys and a monkey. And they rushed it into production, and they got a toy line based on it. And then Columbia said, hey, our movie is going to be like bankrolling us for the next, 75 years. We need people to know we're the real Ghostbusters. So they rushed a cartoon into production and literally called it The Real Ghostbusters. And here's the sad truth. The Real Ghostbusters, a.k.a. the Columbia Ghostbusters, the Dan Aykroyd property, has erased Funimation's Ghostbusters from pretty much the public consciousness. Nobody even knows about it. And those who do don't even remember it. And the thing is, Funimation, even though they legally own the rights to the name Ghostbusters, it's their fucking trademark, they can't do anything with it because the knockoff caused confusion in the marketplace. People wouldn't know to buy the real one because they would think the real one is the knockoff because the knockoff is the more popular one. Which is why we have trademark laws in the first place, to prevent this thing from happening. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go to Google, and I'm going to type in Funimation Ghostbusters toys. All right. Here's a checklist. So I'm going to go ahead and do that magic trick I did a minute ago, if I can remember how to do it. I don't remember how to do it. Oh, here we go. Share screen. I'm going to show you the Funimation Ghostbusters toys. Share screen. Here we go. Obviously, it's a different logo, as you can see, in a different font. There's the toys. Accessory pack. Bone Troller. The car from the show. Their version of the fire station. The haunted house that they lived in. Time Hopper. And some ghosts and Ghostbusters. Look, pretty generic looking ghosts, actually. That looks like a Wonder Woman knockoff. As you can tell, if you went to eBay and typed in Ghostbusters toys, these are not going to come up. Because if you go to eBay, let's just do it. eBay and type in Ghostbusters toys. Ghostbusters. Go away. Toys. What you see is the knockoff. The Columbia shit. All of it. How many pages do I have to scroll before I see something from Funimation? Too many. I don't have 3 hours. But if I go Funimation Ghostbusters toys, I still get the knockoff. No matches found. That is how pervasive the Columbia ripping off somebody else's trademark has been successful at erasing the original trademark. Oh dear. Oh no. Hold on. Let me click. Is it not working? I can't preview because I'm behind on the stream. Hold on. Okay, so that's disheartening. I guess that magic trick doesn't work. Well, that sucks. I apologize. I thought I was showing y'all stuff. Well, I get bit by YouTube once again. So sorry. Can you see this screen? Maybe it's because I switched windows. Can you see this screen with the ghost that I'm showing now? I guess it's because I switched windows, maybe. Still a black screen. Okay, well, I guess I won't be doing that. I apologize, or at least until I can figure out how to make it work. Excuse me. All right, I do apologize for that. I thought it was working. I hate YouTube sometimes. All right, so our first topic. Let's go back to the 90s for a second. Everybody remembers a few things from the 90s, but they usually remember them wrong. They remember the grunge movement allegedly taking place all 10 years of the decade when it was really the first 2.5 years of the decade. They remember the bright neon colors, which was actually the 80s because people are confused. They remember the obnoxious denim jackets and Levi's and all that bullshit. The ripped jeans. That was also the 80s. So again, you're remembering the 90s wrong. Nobody remembers the 90s. Even those of us who were there don't remember the 90s because we're stuck in the goddamn 80s. But aside from all the extreme, crazy attitude bullshit, which was actually 90s, there was another toy craze in the 90s. The slop, the ooze, the gack, the goop, the gunk. It was a whole, whatever you want to call it. Nickelodeon had their slime. Ninja Turtles had ooze. Nickelodeon also, or somebody, I don't know who made, was Nickelodeon gack? There was gack, there was goop. There was so much like putty toys in the 90s. It was ridiculous. It was literally, all of them were the same thing. It was a jar of putty. Like gooey, wet, moldy, slimy putty. And they were all bright colors. Now, the way gack worked, because I had a jar of gack. The way it worked is you open the jar of gack and you pull it out. It's basically kind of like a slimy, gooey, sticky Play-Doh ball. And you just squeeze it and stretch it and, mold it. And that's basically what it is. That's not how I played with gack. How I played with gack is, have you ever seen the horror movie The Blob? Yes. My Blob, which was my gack toy, ate my other action figures. Unfortunately, because neither the gack toy or the action figure it ate was designed for that purpose, this caused, one, breakage in the action figures, oops, and snappage in the gack, which meant it eventually dried out because I played with it wrong. And then it turned to like a fucking brick, and I had to throw it away. Which was the downside to these goop toys, is you had to keep them wet. But unlike Play-Doh, which once it dries out, you can add water and revive it, sort of, a limited number of times. You can't do that with gack. Once it turns into a rock, it's a rock. Now you got a pet rock. I don't have fond memories of the gooey, drippy gack toys from the 90s. I think it was a stupid gimmick, and I'm glad it died out. Speaking of dying out, is the Funko craze over or almost over? So allegedly, I read a news article recently, or somebody tweeted it or something, that Funko had to basically discard $30 million worth of product last year because they're not selling worth a shit. When I go to the toy stores that had traditionally been my go-to place for Funko stuff, I've noticed that they have scaled back considerably in their Funko offerings. Not just the space allotted to Funkos, but the variety in the Funkos available. Whereas before, it seemed like every individual figure on the shelf was its own unique figure. Now it's like 12 figures taking up the whole shelf, but there's like 6 different, copies of each figure, which is not usual at all for a Funko Pop. Usually Funko Pops, traditionally, sell out before they even hit the stores. But maybe the craze is dying down. I don't have any basis of this other than just hearsay and maybe an unconfirmed news report that I haven't dug into yet because I didn't see it on any of the news sites. So that may have been reported on before I started the show. I don't know. Next up, are model kits toys? This is a question I've been asking myself ever since I was a kid. What are model kits? Well, in short, it's a box of plastic bits and pieces and bullshit that you either snap together or you glue together if you know the model company is obnoxious. And part of the hobby is you buy this box of white plastic and then you got to paint it yourself, which is obnoxious, and glue it together. Basically, it's a toy car, plane, truck, or whatever that you assemble yourself. It's like you're asking me to do your factory worker's job. You're shipping me the components and telling me finish the toy. Fuck off. I ain't doing it. That's what you pay some 12-year-old in China 50 cents a day to do. I'm sorry. Eek. But yeah, like, I'm not going to open up a box of plastic and paint it and assemble it myself. Unless it's an HO scale soda pop shop that's going in my miniature model train village. But I buy snap together pre-painted model kits for that purposes. That's a separate thing. Now, the reason why I bitch about this and not that is because those are actual just models. They're just static buildings. They don't do anything. They're just for show. That's a model. But a lot of these models, especially like if you get into gunplay or gunpla or however the fuck you say it, Robotech, Macros, etc., some of the Star Wars and Star Trek stuff, they come with movable parts. The toy cars, once assembled, it's a toy car. They got rubber tires and they spin, and they got steering wheels that you can turn. The X-wings, the wings open and close. They're actual toys that you assemble yourself. That's fucking lazy. If the toy factory can't do the job for me, I'm not doing your job for you. That's like asking me to go to Walmart and be my own checker. Never, ever gonna happen. If I walk into a store and it's self-checkout only, I'm going to another store. That's just the way it is. I do not do self-checkout. I'm not gonna pay you to do your job. I'm not gonna pay you to do your job. I'm gonna pay you, as in shop at your establishment. You do the job. That's how it works. I used to be a checker at a Kmart. Yeah, it's not a great job, but it's a job somebody would gladly take a paycheck to do in exchange of a fucking computer or robot or whatever the fuck you want to call the self-checkout. Anyways, I'm not a fan of model kits, and I'm just gonna point blank say no, they're not toys. They are, but they're half-assed toys, some assembly required. Yeah, bullshit. It's like, here's a box of metal, plastic, or whatever. You do our job for me. No, eat shit. I ain't doing it. I hate model kits. I hate model kits that are actually dressed up. They're just toys. You know, yeah, I know some people are like, but that's cool. You assemble a model kit and you have movable parts and stuff. It's like, yeah. Or you can just pay $6 less and get the actual plastic action figure with working electronics. Why would you buy a more expensive Ertl X-Wing that you have to assemble yourself when you can just save money and get the real X-Wing that has lights and sounds? I don't understand it. It boggles my fucking mind. I mean, if you're into it, you do you. Just, nah. It don't work for me. And fuck Gunpla. I fucking hate it. If I walk into a toy store and I see Gunpla, first, I'm gonna bitch and yell at I'm gonna bitch. I'm gonna Karen the place up. I'm gonna be like, get that shit out of your toy store. That ain't a toy. And then after I've done that, I'm gonna go shop at another toy store. That's worse. That's more egregious to me. because it's not a car or a truck or an airplane. Okay, it's an actual action figure you have to assemble yourself. Go to hell. I ain't doing it. All right, next up. Who the fuck buys metal figs? Honest to God. I don't just mean the nano metal figs. I mean, like, back in the 90s when the Toy Biz X-Men Marvel well ran dry, they just reissued all the toys in a smaller scale, but they made them out of metal instead of plastic. Yeah, I want die-cast metal in my cars, my die-cast cars, my Hot Wheels. I would like die-cast metal in my Autobot cars, my Transformers, my GoBots. I don't mind some small die-cast parts in my Terminator toys. Thank you very much. Somebody please make a Terminator that's actual die-cast metal. But I don't want a fucking Rogue or Cyclops or Spider-Man that's made out of metal. They're supposed to be like plastic or rubber or a rubbery plastic that feels, semi-organic enough that you can be like, yeah, this is a person. A metal toy, it's like, no, this is just a statue. Aside from being made out of metal, which is obnoxious and a waste of precious resources that should be used elsewhere instead of making toys, plastics I'm okay with because we can create plastic out of anything now. We can't create metal. Metal is limited. Eventually there's not going to be any more metal left in the world. We'll have used it all up or buried it in our fucking landfills because we're idiots. Plastic, on the other hand, we can create in a lab. We can create new plastic made out of corn or, soy or peanuts or whatever. Anything that basically makes fat can be turned into plastic. And spoiler alert, everything makes fat. So we can make plastic out of just about anything. So I'm okay with plastic toys because we're never going to run out of plastic. Even if we eventually run out of, fossil fuels, the crude oil that it's traditionally made out of. We'll just replace it with a different type of oil. That will eventually happen. A bioplastic, which I'm all for bioplastics, as long as they're, environmentally friendly and ethically produced, that is. But it is obnoxious to be wasting metal on toys that are only going to sit on a toy shelf until somebody dies and then end up in a landfill. Excuse me. God damn it. Apologize. I can't decide what's more obnoxious or which one I hate more. Metal figures or Bendums. I hate them both. All right, that's my show for today. Thanks for watching. Stay cool.